welcome for our today's event. Our event for today is all about understanding Japanese candlesticks. And before we even get started to the topic, I just wanted to actually say my thank you to Lirunex or as our sponsored broker for today's event. I would say na they're actually really helping out yung mga beginners natin so that they'll be able to understand kung ano nga ba si forex market and paano sila makapagsimula. And that's what I like about Lirunex kasi they actually really spend time and effort and also money to give the best education to our new beginners. And anyway, we will go ahead and get started. So our today's event is all about again understanding Japanese candlesticks. If you guys are already familiar dun sa MetaTrader 4 natin or any other trading platforms like TradingView, MetaTrader 5, CTrader, NinjaTrader, etc., you'd be able to know na isa sa mga chart types natin is yung Japanese candlesticks. Our goal for our today's event is first off is for us to understand ano nga ba yung mga different types and ano yung importance niya when it comes to trading and how it could actually really help us. Second is to understand how Japanese candlesticks are formed. Paano nga ba siya nabubuo in a way? Paano mo siya nakikita sa mismong chart doon sa MetaTrader 4 platform natin. And lastly, aside from us knowing kung paano ba siya nabubuo, is for us to also understand na yung mga candlesticks na yon actually form some sort of patterns. And from that patterns, it would help us get a better understanding kung ano ba yung pinoportray niya, kung buy ba siya or a sell, or is it a bull market, a bear market, etc. So we'll be discussing everything about the patterns or actually most common patterns na nabubuo from the candlesticks. There's only three most common chart types. As you can see here, yung unang-una natin, itong nasa upper left natin is what we call a line chart. We also have the bar charts, itong nasa right, and itong nasa gitna is the Japanese candlesticks. Una tayo dun sa simula, which is a line chart. Ito yung pinaka-simple chart type natin, and it's usually plotted using yung closing prices ng each bar or I would say candle na na-form sa mismong MetaTrader 4. Ano ba yung closing price ng each bar? So let's say sa chart na meron ka sa platform, meron niyang iba-ibang time frame, right? Pwede siyang 5 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. So for each period doon sa time frame na yon, let's say ang time frame mo is every hour. So yung isang chart is equivalent to 1 hour period. So kung ano yung last na price doon sa mismong period na yon, that is your closing price. And then from there, so yung each closing price for each 1 hour period, nagpo-form lang siya, i-connect lang siya so that it would form this line chart na nandito. Saan nga ba siya ginagamit? Usually, line charts are being used for the purpose of like mga trend lines or support and resistance kasi mas madali. Kasi makikita mo agad, like this one, makita nyo dyan, there's already 2 points na pwedeng mag-support dito sa level na to. Tapos meron ka ring trend line going here kasi at least 2 or 3 are forming this kind of trend line. So mas madali moong ma-form yung mga trend lines and support and resistance mo using a line chart. So sometimes, mas maganda you actually switch from a line chart and then from there, saka mo ilagay yung mga support and resistance. Punta tayo sa second type of chart, which is a bar chart. Sa bar chart, aside from the closing price, meron pang other 3 prices na kino-consider, which is yung 4 major price points, which is your opening, your highest or high, your lowest, low, or your closing price, or what you call OHLC. Paano ba siya nag-form? So typically, ganito yung bar na makikita mo sa isang MetaTrader 4 platform or sa chart mismo. So we have yung open, closing, high, and low. Always, kung ano yung vertical line na nasa kaliwa, that is your opening price. We have C, was your closing, which is yung vertical line sa right. So kung nag-open siya, ano yung starting price dun sa period na yon, that's your opening, and then your last price is your closing price. And then lastly, yung high and low, kung ano yung pinaka-highest price na naabot during that period, and then the lowest price na naabot during that time period. Kung yung opening price mo is actually lower, tapos nag-end up siya na mag-close at a higher price, that is what we call a bullish price or a bullish bar. It's bullish is because equivalent siya into a long or a buy opportunity. Meaning, ibig sabihin niyan, yung price from the starting period until the end of the period actually went up. So mas umangat yung naging price niya. On the other hand, kung yung opening price mo, this opening price ended up higher and then nag-close siya ng mas mababa than the opening price, then that's what we call a bearish bar. So ibig sabihin, pababa yung price niya from the chart itself. And lastly, yung Japanese candlesticks. In actuality, si Japanese candlestick is almost the same as a bar chart. Just so happened na yung vertical lines from your opening and closing actually form a box. So makikita mo dito, hindi na siya line lang basta-basta. It actually forms a box or a body there that would be much helpful for visual people. In reality, visually, mas madali talaga makita kung bullish or bearish ba siya. Kasi nga, as you can see here, blue, I form, nilagay ko siya as blue as my bullish, and then yung orange as our bearish. So mas madali nating ma-figure out kung bullish or bearish candle ba siya, just based from seeing kung anong kulay, right? From the body itself, you would see agad, mas madali natin ma-figure out kung bullish or bearish ba siya. So ganun rin, we have our opening, closing, high, and low. Our opening price is lower, and then yung closing price ended up higher than the opening price. So this is what we call a bullish candle, or an opening price is lower than the closing price. Ganun din, on the other hand, or opposite side, is a bearish candle. So kung yung closing price natin closed lower than the opening price, then that's what we call a bearish candle. Dissect pa natin si Japanese candlestick since ito nga yung mas kailangan nating maintindihan. So again, we have the closing price, opening price, lowest price, and the highest price. So yung nasa gitna, again, this is what we call a candlestick body or simply body nung mismong candlestick. Siya yung difference from closing price and opening price for a bullish, tapos from opening to closing price kapag naman bearish candle. So regardless, same lang, it's considered a candlestick body. And then yung nasa baba natin, from nung body until the lowest price is what we call a lower wick, a lower shadow, or sometimes a lower tail. And then also from yung top ng body natin up until the highest price is what we call an upper wick or an upper shadow. Paano nga ba nabubuo si candles or sa bars related sa time frames natin? So una, we do have yung 1-hour candle. Yung 1-hour candle na yan was formed from two 30-minute candles. Makikita mo dito, it opens from here, nag-close siya dito, tapos nag-open ulit siya from here, nag-close dito. So yung opening until the closing of the second 30-minute chart is actually ito hanggang dito lang. And then same goes, ito yung naging highest for both, and then ito yung naging lowest. So ganun din from M15 and 5-minute chart. So nabubuo lang siya, yung lower time frames actually is forming and then creating yung mismong. So I think that's pretty much it for us today. And thank you for attending. And I hope that you guys have something that you learned and be able to apply sa trading journey na. And again, thank you and enjoy the rest